Hello friends and happy Monday everyone. This is Deborah and I'm so happy you're here to see what's new on Cottage to Courtyard today. Since I haven't made a trip over to my storage unit to retrieve my fall decor bins yet, I thought I'd just use a few things I have here at home that are fall related to style my bed two different ways with some color as well as sunflowers and bees, and show you all once again how small changes can equal big impact using what you have on hand and without added expense. So if this sounds like fun, I hope you'll stick around and see how I do it. In style number one, I'll start by showing you guys this wreath that I purchased a few years ago, and of course depending on how you look at it, it could either be a daisy wreath or a sunflower wreath, which is great because it makes it very versatile. And so for today I'm going to use it as a sunflower wreath. But first I'm going to add a few things to it from Dollar Tree: a thrifted autumn fairy and some fabric strips in autumn tones to give it the look and color palette I want. And here's what I came up with. Isn't the autumn fairy just adorable? She was only $2.99 at Goodwill. Okay, let me back up just a second. Before I added all the things to the sunflower wreath, I wanted to let you guys know that I actually zip tied the sunflower wreath on top of a grapevine wreath because I wanted to give it more bulk and a rustic touch. The other items that I added are the Dollar Tree burlap pumpkins and the autumn berries, and then I cut small strips of a honeycomb fabric and a rust plaid fabric, then tied them on the wreath for more color and dimension as well as a rustic touch. And then for fun, I added a bee to the fairy's hand. Okay guys, here's a look at my bed with everything taken off except for the 3 Euro shams and the lace shams, which I use every day regardless of whatever else that I put on there. It's all neutral so we can have a lot of fun adding color to this. And before I forget, do you all see those 2 black medallions above the mirrors there on the wall? I found these at Goodwill the other day for $3.99 each, and I love them, but just not the shiny black finish on them. So they'll be getting a new look very soon, and I'll show you when I do them. Okay guys, so here's the wreath hung up on the headboard, and it really sets the stage with the warm autumn tones and sunflowers, doesn't it? I just use a command hook on the top of the headboard to hang things there, and it works great. Some of you have asked about the color of my demi-lune consoles that we use for our nightstands. They are actually between a very, very light sage green and pistachio. We absolutely love them, and they're made by Habersham and were purchased at our favorite consignment store last year. And now to add a couple more bees. I'll be adding 2 of these bee pillows that you're seeing here on the left, which I made over from 2 Walmart bee pillows a few years ago. And then I'll add an autumn tone pillow between the 2 of them for a subtle punch of color and interest. And see how the color story is progressing? I also added rag bows made from the same fabrics that I tied on the wreath for continuity and to inject a touch of autumn to them. You all know how I love to use trays and baskets on my bed, so I picked up this thrifted basket, which is very warm and rustic, probably a year ago, and I lined it with the 2 fabrics that I used on the wreath and on the bee pillows, and then I added some twigs and flowers to the handle along with a couple of bees, then filled the basket with things to look as though someone was being served a morning coffee in bed and enjoying a leisurely way to start their day. And now I'm going to place it on top of the bed on a warm straw colored throw to finish the look, and then we'll go in for a closer view of everything so you can see the details better. Okay, my friends, now for our second and last style. All I did was remove the lace pillow shams and replace them with the Loden green velvet shams, followed by placing the green velvet quilt at the foot of the bed and layered it with a straw color throw on top for interest. It's all about the layering, isn't it? And these small changes made a big impact, and the green quilt and shams tie in beautifully with the green demi-lune consoles. Let's go in for a closer look, and please be sure to leave me a comment and let me know which style you like best for the sunflowers and bees transition into fall look. All right, dear friends, I hope you enjoyed today's video and felt inspired to create your own beautiful and cozy bed for fall. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm always blessed to have you here at Cottage to Courtyard. I'll be back later this week with more updates in my bedroom that I'm excited to share. They're small changes, but have made a big impact. So until then, take care, my lovelies. Bye-bye.